The night was thick with the pulse of temptation. Inside the smoky VIP lounge, where neon lights reflected off velvet walls, Queen sat like she ruled the world. Her tailored suit sharp, her gaze sharper. They called her the dangerous queen, untouchable, magnetic, a woman who didn't chase. She commanded. Across the room, Babe entered, confidence trailing behind her like a whisper of perfume. She had that look, half innocence, half defiance, the kind that could make even the most dangerous heart skip a beat. Queen's eyes found her instantly, a slow, knowing smirk forming as if fate had just handed her a challenge she couldn't possibly resist. "Come here," Queen said softly, her voice smooth like silk and sin. Babe tilted her head, pretending not to hear, but the way her lips curled into a smile told a very different story. She approached slowly, her heels clicking against the marble floor, every step an invitation, every glance a dare. When she reached Queen's side, the air between them crackled with an unspoken energy. Queen leaned back on the velvet couch, crossing one leg over the other, her eyes never once leaving Babe's. "You've been staring," Queen teased, her voice a low purr. "Is there something you want?" Babe's lips parted slightly, her own gaze unwavering. "Maybe I just like the view." Queen chuckled, a low, dangerous sound that seemed to echo in the space between them. "Then come closer," she invited. Views always look better up close. There was a moment, a single, suspended heartbeat where everything froze. Then, as if drawn by an invisible force, Babe stepped forward and sat gently on Queen's lap. The move was bold, almost reckless. But Babe didn't flinch. She felt Queen's breath against her neck, warm and slow, sending shivers racing down her spine. "You're playing with fire," Queen whispered, her voice barely audible over the distant thrum of the music. "Maybe I like the heat," Babe replied, her own voice trembling but brave. Queen's hand slid up Babe's waist, tracing the outline of power and desire. "Careful," she murmured, her lips brushing against Babe's ear. "I don't share my throne." Babe smiled, locking eyes with her. "Then maybe I'll have to steal it." Their lips met before another word could escape, soft at first, testing, tasting, then deeper, hungrier. Queen's fingers tangled in Babe's hair, pulling her closer, as if daring the world to stop them. The kiss was a storm, fierce, unstoppable, a collision of two equally powerful forces. When they finally pulled away, their foreheads rested together, breaths heavy, hearts racing in perfect sync. Outside, music thundered, but inside, there was only the sound of their beating hearts and a profound, charged silence. Babe looked down at Queen with a teasing grin. "You don't look so dangerous up close." "Oh darling," Queen whispered, brushing her thumb against Babe's lips, a glint of mischief in her eyes. "That's exactly what makes me dangerous." Their laughter filled the room, low, intimate, and alive. It wasn't just a kiss. It was a declaration. A story of two women, both strong, both daring to want more than rules or fear could ever allow. As the night stretched on, Queen leaned back, Babe still perched proudly on her lap. "Stay," Queen said softly, the command in her voice softened into something that sounded almost like a plea. Babe smiled, her fingers tracing the line of Queen's collar. "Only if you promise not to bite." "No promises," Queen replied, her grin wicked. "But I'll make it worth your while." The lights of the lounge dimmed, their silhouettes melting into one, a perfect fusion of danger and desire dancing under the same sky. Somewhere out there in the sprawling city, hearts broke and stories began. But right here, on this velvet throne, love, wild, passionate, and forbidden, found its reign. Because in the world of the dangerous queen, passion wasn't something you asked for. It was taken, devoured, and remembered forever. And Babe, she didn't just fall for the queen, she became her match. Thanks for watching our story unfold. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. We'd love to have you with us for the next one.